Why you play determines how you play. So, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I do personal development and philosophy and all that good stuff. So, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss other content like this. And without further ado, let's hop into this video. So, how you, why you play determines how you play. I think it's a deep quote, and uh, if you embody it, and um, if you contemplate on it, and if it really sinks into you, then you will crush everything you do, basically. Because if you do something because you love it and because of its own sake, and if you don't expect something out of it, then of course you're going to put much more effort and joy into the stuff you're doing. So, for example, if you're doing your job just to pay your bills, of course you're not gonna excel and you're not gonna be the best like a person who is doing it for its own sake and who doesn't prioritize making money out of this job. So, for example, if an professional athlete, um, if it's if his priority while playing his sport or doing his stuff, whichever he does, if his priority is enjoying the sport and having fun, then of course he will probably be much better than the person who just goes in for the money. And notice that if you want to succeed long term in anything, basically, you have to enjoy it for its own sake. Because if you um, if you go into something because you want to get a reward and you want to achieve something, or you want something out of it, then of course you're not going to be able to stick with it. Like, for example, um, I used to eat healthy and work out just because I wanted to get in a good shape, because I wanted to look better. And after some time you will fail, because there will be you will come to a place where when you're happy with your physique and your body, and then you will just return back to your old habits and you'll gain that weight back. And that's why most people struggle with losing weight, because they're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you enjoy eating healthy food, and if you enjoy being healthy and feeling good, then of course staying lean won't be a problem, because you will naturally eat healthy. And I talked about it, about losing weight specifically, and about the psychology behind losing weight in more depth, but so I won't talk much about it here. But I just wanted to show this example, because most people tried tried losing weight, but like I said, like I'm claiming with this video, if your motivations are skewed, and if your motivations for losing weight um, are not coming from a place of abundance, but they're coming from a place of scarcity, and you want to get something out of losing weight, then of course you're destined to fail, and you're relying purely on your willpower. and your willpower is limited. I mean, not many people have the capacity to force themselves to eat healthy all the time. Like after some time, you will just uh, you will prefer your comforts um, above the eating healthy for your physique. So if you struggle with school or college or your job or whatever struggle you have, you can probably relate to this. You can probably realize that it's because of my motivations. You need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Of course, we need to pay the bills. I mean, let's not let's not move into fantasy and just say, well, what you need to love your work and not think about the money at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you don't prioritize enjoying your work and having the work be meaningful to you, if you don't put that on the first place, then of course you will suffer. Your work will suffer because you will be distracted by the money part, or to achieve something like to get a promotion or something. It doesn't matter. There are tons of things that you can achieve with your job, but the point is that if you don't prioritize doing the stuff for its own sake, and it should be on a first place by a long distance, like getting money and achieving stuff and all this, you can still enjoy it, but they should be far behind from the enjoying of the doing. And if you don't do so, like I said, your work will suffer. You will feel unsatisfied because you're not following your true values, but you're chasing material stuff and external validation and uh, unimportant stuff. It's unimportant in the grand scheme of things. At the end of your life, will you be satisfied by just being in this wheel of survival, like getting money to then pay the bills, and that goes in circle? So you're stuck. You're literally a slave. You're just a modern slave. That's what you are if you're just chasing the money to survive and to live for the weekend. If you want to be a slave, that's on you. But notice that what you prioritize, that's what you will get. And if you prioritize meaning, love, and enjoyment, in your work and with the things you do, then that's what you will get. If you prioritize your survival and your survival needs, then that's what you will get, but one might suffer. If you prioritize survival, then your work will suffer, like we said. But notice that if you prioritize meaningful work and enjoying the work, that you will naturally be better, and then naturally you will earn more money. Because notice that every successful person and every rich person, I mean, not every rich person and not every successful person, but tons of them do it because they love it, and they even get the money and they still do it because they love what they're doing. So, to sum up, you will get more money, probably, and that's what you should be aiming for. You will get more money if you put money second or third or whatever. If you prioritize job for its own sake, if you find meaning in it, the money will come and you don't have to worry about that. I mean, we have a pretty good system, and we have a pretty good society which allows us to easily survive. I mean, it's not easily is a relative term, but it's much easier than our ancestors had. So we have a perfect society for us to survive, and we have perfect conditions for us to thrive and to do something meaningful with our lives. And now the only choice is if you're taking that opportunity, and if you're taking up the challenges that come with it, if you're not satisfied with just chasing the survival, and if you notice that at the end of your life you will reflect and you will think, what did I do with my life? So don't waste your life just chasing just living to survive. If you listen to others, and if you just focus on survival, and if you fall into this rabbit hole of not being conscious with your biggest life decisions, then you will, when you're old, you will reflect on it and you will be disappointed because you just wasted your life. Of course, the fear is always there, like how am I going to pay the bills, and how will I survive? But fear is just an emotion, and if you really care about your life, you will come through this fear. You will grow out of this fear, and you will take on the challenges, and you will actually enjoy the challenges. It's kind of even sweeter when there are challenges and when things aren't guaranteed. I mean, that's even the joy in achieving things. Like you wouldn't enjoy winning a game when if you knew that you're going to win it. The thing that the uncertainty of the game makes it much more fulfilling. So please, for your own sake, ask yourself when you do anything, why am I doing this? Am I trying to get something out of it? Is my ego just trying to get something out of it? Or am I doing it just because I love doing it, and because I love life, and my love for life spreads into the things that I'm doing? That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe so you don't miss other videos like this that I'll be posting in the future. And see you in the next one. Bye.